Hey there everyone, it's RudeOnion and I am bringing you my first game of Deathmatch in Assassin's Creed 4. That's me as the Firebrand laughing my ass off. In case you missed my first commentary, which was Artifact Assault, where I was also the Firebrand, you might remember that the Firebrand, I'm thinking, is my favorite character.
Then kill them.
Right now, anyway. So we'll see. Maybe if DLC comes out in the future that has characters I like it did for Assassin's Creed 3. My favorite character was the Coyote Man, so I had to wait a while to, you know, really decide which one was my favorite. I see you throwing your decoy. It's not going to help you. I was already zeroed in on my target. So in this game, you can probably tell, or at least you will be able to tell, I take it very, very slow. I'm very cautious. I don't know these maps. I didn't even watch. Like, I know, you know, some YouTubers, like Loomer was, you know, posting a lot of multiplayer videos and stuff. I like his videos, but I kind of stayed away from them. I just didn't really want to know too much about the multiplayer before it came out. So that's why I have no familiarity with this map at all, apart from having played like maybe a couple Game Lab death matches on this with Rainin and co. There's an area in here later that's actually really funny because it's like a massive chase on a map. Well, actually the game got rid of chases, which is one thing I kind of want to talk about a little bit later on. I guess that's more something that you realize in like Artifact Assault and stuff like that. But I don't really like at all that they took out chases. I mean, in a game like AA, I don't know if somebody's actually chasing me or not. So it's a little frustrating. But anyway, I'll talk about this game. This is Deathmatch. This isn't AA, so I'll just kind of stick with Deathmatch for now and what's going on here, which is me hiding behind a tree and fearing for my life and watching a lot of other players run around. We should be used to it, considering, you know, whenever a new game comes out, you're going to have a bunch of players who are getting into the multiplayer for the first time. So you're going to have a lot of running around, and especially with no chases right now, you don't really have a good way to penalize, it seems, the players that are chasing. I mean, you probably have a lower scoring kill, I'm sure, but just, you know, I kind of liked having good chases. But again, this is Deathmatch. There are no chases in Deathmatch anyway to start with, so I should just really shut up about chases right now. In this game, I am playing against, well, not playing, well, one of my subscribers, Tarhus Templar? I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if it's terribly wrong. But anyway, he's in this game. And I think he is the Lady Black. I think so. The Lady Black. So, anyway, he kills me a number of times. Little jerk. But yeah, I do pretty well anyway. I mean, it's not very high scoring at all. But again, it was my first official game of Deathmatch. Regular Deathmatch as it is in the games. So, you know, I was kind of allowing myself to make a lot of mistakes. And I do, so you're not disappointed. I do like this map, I think. I mean, the things make it easy to like run around on the, I guess they're not really rooftops, they're like temple, like I don't know, ruin tops? Are they ruin tops? And not really rooftops. But it does look really nice. One other thing I want to point out too is how and there's Tarhus right there. I do get poison. No, I don't get poisoned here. He poisons me later on, though. Here I lured at the same time that my pursuer lured, so I knew that I lured before him, so I was going to get my contract back before he was. So that's why I stuck around there and got my nifty little free stun. I'm surprised he stuck around. He was probably thinking, you know, he was going to get his contract first, but that wasn't the case. One thing I did want to point out, and I kind of interrupted myself talking about getting poisoned when I wasn't getting poisoned. No! Here we go. Here we go. Here's the chase sequence of the century. And there I go. I have noticed it's like a number of times already. I mean, it's attributed to lag. It always has been, but like, you know, when you're jumping away from the wall in that goddamn pistol animation, and your limp body just goes flying, and it's so annoying. Speaking of bodies that I would like to go flying, the fuck are you doing up there, kid? And the fuck am I doing jumping away from you? Oh my god. Stop running. I just saw Templar get viciously murdered. That's terrible. Cutthroat. Cutthroat. I'm still learning these characters. Well, okay, so I kind of ran into that one there. I'm not doing too bad, though. The Lady Black and the Puppeteer, I mean, I know the difference between them, but for some reason, just like in the game, I'm having a hard time. Damn your decoy. Okay, I was gonna point out before, like twice now, the music. I really like the music, and I believe that was probably Lorne. Get over here. Lorne Baff. I probably said his name wrong, and for that, sir, I do apologize. But he, at least when it came to ACR, and I believe AC3, at least I assume, he did the multiplayer music for, so I assume that, you know, he did it this time around. Well done, sir. I do like the music. It seems very cool. What the fuck are you doing? Getting that hay bale stun. Get over here, boy.
The player has left the game session.
I do like now how the game points out a player has left, a player has joined. Before it was only like on PC. Like you might see it down at the bottom that a player has joined, but I mean honestly, how often do you notice that in the middle of a game, of an intense game? And I know that is you right there. Even before you punch that dude in his sorry mouth. Oh, I don't even know what this character is. It's Hat Guy. This character right here is Hat Guy. Wide-brimmed Hat Man. Stop it! I do like disguise. I do like that they gave you disguise right off the bat. I don't like that there's really no firecrackers. What the hell? I'm right here, dude. I'm right here! I wasn't even trying to hide. And I believe this is where I get poisoned by Templar. I can see him off over there to the left. He poisons me because I'm trying to get my freaking huntsman right here, who I do eventually get, so you know what? I'll let him have that free kill. I'll take mine. And then my weird sort of creepy body slump. Have you guys noticed often when you die and your body slumps, your body goes through these like seizures, like these death throes? Because I've noticed that. I've seen my body like viciously hump the ground after death. And it's simultaneously horrifying and hilarious. And I take my little hidden kill here. One thing I also noticed too is that what is it? The marker at the bottom that shows where you are if you're getting, you know, a silent or an incog or discreet or whatever they're at. Right above the patron picture on the right down there. It took me forever to find that. I don't think it stands out very much at all. I do like how it shows how many points it is though. Kind of like your multipliers ×2. You know, right now, because I was in a hidden group, which by the way, you can now hidden blend with one NPC. It's kind of interesting. I assume you can't do that with a regular player, so maybe that's a way to tell. Although it's a very risky way to tell, considering you'd have to walk right next to him. But I suppose maybe if you're disguised and you're doing a good job blending, or acting like an NPC anyway. Which I did not do right there, seeing as the cutthroat just freaking tore my heart out of my chest and fed it to his pet parrot. He doesn't have a pet parrot, but I like to think he does. He just doesn't have it on him right now. So how are you guys liking the multiplayer so far? I know I asked that the last game, but you know, I figured I'd ask it again since it's still pretty new. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm enjoying it for the most part. The freezing issue is really bad, but Nitch, as I was saying before, I guess Nitch said that he thinks it's a server issue. Ubisoft is working on fixing it. I was playing last night with Shattering Glass, and eventually I just had to stop because... Are you on me? Are you on me? No, you're not. But you are a player, so yay! I picked you out. That feels like a success. But we were playing like some Artifact Assault, and then we were playing Manhunt, and the freezing was so bad. I would just be running in place for like 3 seconds, and then when I saw where I was running into a doorway. And for the most part, NPCs in this game do not run through doorways. So I'm going to take my incognito. If it's even called an incognito anymore, I actually don't know. I don't know. Are they called discreets, silence, and incognitos? It looks like there's a tier of 3, so, you know, I would guess so. You know, like I'm at discrete now, and then silent, and then incog, so I assume it's kind of called the same thing. I could be wrong, though. Don't take my word for it. Here's the end of the match right there. I'm still in first, and I think the aerials are a little longer than they were in AC3. At least from that height. I thought I was kind of safe by that point, but either that or it was lag, so... which is going to happen a lot. So, there we go. I'm in first, followed by Crimson, followed by Templar. Very, very close spread right there. I only win by like about, I think, 200 or 300 points. I think TT is only like another couple hundred behind second place. So very, very close spread right there. It was a very close match. It was a good game. Besides the running. But the people in, you know, first, second, third really didn't do very much running. So anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed my match, my first game of Deathmatch. I was going to live comment initially, but I realized I wasn't talking at all during the game, so I just scrapped it, decided to do a post-com instead. Definitely comment, rate, subscribe, all that shit. Check out the bonus clip at the end, and I will see you later. Goodbye.
You are now a target. The opposing team's artifact is back at their base. The opposing team stole your artifact.